keeping the Sabbath. If you properly read the Bible, it says, "Speak unto the congregation of Israel, my Sabbaths ye shall keep." There now we see the Sabbath was originally meant for the children of Israel. I'm mostly European and a little bit Asian. Okay, I'm not Jewish, but I'm gonna have to say that the first time when the Christians found going to a church, like church is a time of worship, but with the Jews it's a day of rest. See, basically the Sabbath was given to the children of Israel when they were in the desert, going to the promised land, so they would understand that they would no longer have to work in travail and bondage like they did back in Egypt. The Sabbath was given to the people of Israel so the Lord would show them that you don't have to work like that anymore. You don't have to. It was his compassionate mercy. That's why he gave it to them. And by the way, this mission set out to preserve the Christ line or whatever, this was a meticulous mission that anyone who was who dared, disobey for not resting on the Sabbath, particularly in the Jewish community, if they disobeyed it, they were just killed like that. Boom, they killed them, because this was a meticulous mission, and whatever. But on Sunday, that's basically not the Sabbath. It's basically it's first outlined in the Bible when the disciples met on the first day of the week, and that's when it was outlined, established, that Christians basically, most churches meet on Sunday. But I'm going to say that Seventh-day Adventists, they're kind of erroneous in their walk. Like, a lot of them might truly love the Lord or whatever, but if they really want to keep the Sabbath, it says you should not go out of your house, you cannot kindle any fire, which means you can't start your car or go anywhere. And it also means you can't use any utilities. The Sabbath says you shall not make anyone else work as well. Because if you're using the city water, the city lights, or whatever, you're making somebody else work. You can't use any utilities, but if you properly read, the Sabbath was meant for the children of Israel. And since Christ has come, things have changed now. Basically, the law, it already says in the Bible that the law was basically, to read the Old Testament is to make both Jews and Gentiles understand, it's the bad news, that we have fallen, we're sinful people. But then the New Testament is the good news. Now it's all by faith alone, and of course there are certain things. I mean, there's this spirit, this God-given conscience in you that turns right back on after you invite the Creator of your conscience back into your life. That no smoking, not defiling your body or whatever, no smoking, no cussing, no swearing, no piercings, no tattoos, or no wacky appearances you give your body, your body. That's because your God-given conscience is turned back on. You don't have to read the Bible, but your God-given conscience can be turned right back on to make you understand that those things are basically not good. They're not right to do. But with the Sabbath, it's not for Christians, okay? They do go to church on the Sunday, but I'm gonna have to say that people try to say to me, "Do you keep the Sabbath?" Or if they're trying to mean Sunday, oh yeah, and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. I keep every day as holy. My life is soaked up into God's Word. I almost do nothing else. This is it. That I've devoted almost every single day of my life to working 24/7 for the Lord. This is it. Nothing else. I mean, about 10% of the time I might play around, but a lot of times I try to keep God in my heart, understanding that He is the one who gives me nice clothing, a house to live in, nice food to eat, great parents and great siblings, and 2 vehicles to drive, and so on, and that I'm soon going to understand that I'm soon going to have to be responsible for myself, taking care of myself when I go off to college at the end of this year, and knowing that God will always be there with me to guide me. I mean, many times in the Bible, and much times in even now, He said to many people, "No matter where you are, I'll be with you." He even said to Moses when he was going to approach the dictator Pharaoh, "I'll be with you." So you don't have to be afraid when God is on your side. I mean, the question is not whether God is on our side; it's whether we're on His side. See the difference? And so the Sabbath was originally meant for the children of Israel to pursue this mission to preserve the Christ line. But now things have changed. No more the Sabbath, killing off on the Sabbath. Things are different. Okay, things have changed right now, and Christ already said, "Let no man." I think Paul said, "Let no man judge you," and some stuff or any of these things, or this. He didn't list the Sabbath. The Sabbath is finished or whatever. But the Sabbath was given to the children of Israel, so they could understand that they wouldn't have to work all the time. I mean, the first time when I heard about the Sabbath, that like they were not to do any work on it, I mean, I love resting. I mean, throughout growing up, I really kind of like in a lot of cases like not liked working. I used to like not like working, and I loved the holidays like Saturday and Sunday having a day off. It almost got me to thinking that the Jews love working and that they had to take a day off, on Saturday or whatever. But it still shows like in the mirror image of the days of creation. God created the earth for 6 days and he rested one. It doesn't mean he was tired or whatever. He just didn't do anything anymore. Okay, that means he rested and paved that out way for like many other people in the world to apply that week to their lives. Almost every single person in the world is using the week, weeks and months and years, the same thing, but the weeks. We know that the day a day is based upon the rotation of the earth, and the month is the moon going around, and the year is the earth going around the sun. So there's a lot of stuff in the same thing, but there's a lot of things I want to share with you. So that's all I have to say. Peace out. Keep thinking. Jesus bless you. And TTFN. Ta-ta for now.